has been like my jam lately. It's just eating oatmeal with some cocoa powder and bananas. I actually saw this from Clancy Burke, who is a YouTuber that I've been watching for like years now. And I finally tried it, and yeah, it's really good. I recommend it if you have not tried it. Lately, I've just had the biggest sweet tooth for some reason. I normally am not really a sweets person, but lately I just need sweets all the time. So this is perfect for that. And I feel like it's not that bad for you since the cocoa powder doesn't have any sugar in it. It's just like straight up cocoa. I think there's just a little bit of sugar in the oatmeal itself, but other than that, I think it's somewhat healthy maybe. So I don't really know what I want to do today necessarily. I mean, I woke up not too long ago. I've kind of gotten a late start. It's like 11 o'clock now, but I think today I want to work on the ceilings in the living room. I keep mentioning that and how I need to do it, but it's just such a pain to actually set it up and like cover all the furniture and actually do the skim coat. It's very tiring, and I'd rather do it on a Sunday like this where I don't have to work or anything else today than to do it like after work on a weekday. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I also really want to finish the tiling in the bathroom. I also keep saying that, but I feel like I just have to pick one or the other. I can't just do a little bit of both. So I think today I'm gonna do the ceilings since they're a little bit uglier, I think, than the bathroom looks. Yeah, obviously you can see this here. I moved it. It was in the living room before, but I moved it in here to the dining room since I think it just looks better where you can see it completely and not have it be blocked by the TV or anything. So yeah, let me know what you think of that. But I think this is a good spot. It's like a good size spot too for it to go. I'm just gonna finish my breakfast here and then I'll catch up with you. I really love this Instagram page, Scandinavian.interior. I just found it while I was scrolling and their style is just so good. Like, look at that lamp. What? It's just on the wall, and then that's awesome. Yeah, I really like Scandinavian interior design. It's very simple and classic, and yeah, that's just always what I have enjoyed. So I'm trying to, emulate that in some way here. Obviously, there's a long way to go, but it's, you can kind of see. Also, I know my nails look horrible, so I'm sorry about that. I just wanted to take a second to share with you guys this surface cleaner from Public Goods. So I have their surface cleaner, and then I also have their bathroom cleaner and glass cleaner. And I really like all three of these. I've tried them all out already. Because first of all, they don't smell bad. I don't like how cleaners smell. You can just you smell all of the chemicals and the nasty stuff, and it's just not good for you to be breathing in. So these actually smell almost like nothing, but there's a very slight, I think they have essential oils in it or something. Yeah, like this one has rosemary oil and lemon oil. So it's actually very pleasant and doesn't overwhelm your senses when you're cleaning. Yeah, this isn't sponsored, but they did send me these for me to try out. So I just wanted to share with you guys. The thing that I like the most about what Public Goods does is that they sell these bottles like this, but then they sell refills, which just come in like little plastic tubes, and it's just a concentrated version of what's in here. So you can just put it in the same bottle and fill it up with water, and that way you don't have to buy a whole new container and waste all of it. And you know, and have to have them ship you something that's as heavy as this when they could just send a little concentrated version. So when I run out of these, I do plan on purchasing the refills. I also just like how minimal these are. They look kind of fancy to me, and I just, it's kind of aesthetically pleasing. Not that that really matters too much, but it's a little perk there. So I do have a discount code down below if you're interested in trying out Public Goods. So yeah, make sure to check them out down below. Again, this is not sponsored, but I do receive a small commission if you do decide to purchase. This year, I am really trying to be more environmentally conscious. Like when I just clean the table, I use this old sock. I mean, it's clean, but it's like a rag that I use for cleaning. And this way you can just use it, and then you can throw this out, but at least it's getting a second use. Or you can just wash this and keep using it. So I have a bunch of rags that I do that with. I also started using cloth napkins, which are great because you can use them for a few meals and then just wash them. As long as you have a few on hand, you'll never run out or anything. I want to start buying those Swedish dishcloths, I think they are. Yeah, they're like paper towels, but you can reuse them and wash them. I think that's great because, again, like, it's just so wasteful to use paper towels for everything. I can't have a vlog without sharing with you guys the progress of everything, since I am constantly changing stuff around. Yesterday, I flipped this board over, so before it was on the other side where you couldn't see the text, but it's just gotten so stained and dirty from just, you know, using it as a countertop that we flipped it over, and I think this looks much better, nice and clean. Hopefully we'll have the countertop situation figured out before we have to replace this again, because I really would rather not do that. And then we cleaned in here a lot. We had all kinds of like construction stuff in here, and now that's all gone. We moved it to the basement. We just have a little bit like over here and stuff, but whatever. So I have like the dining room table, and then this is my puzzle table. You guys want to see my puzzle? I just finished it. I think this was the most fun puzzle I have ever done. My friend and subscriber actually sent this to me, and this was just so fun to do. Basically, there's the bottom layer, which is just like a normal puzzle, and then you put this like foamy layer on top, which is another puzzle. And it shows like it's Tokyo over time. So the base layer is like from an earlier year, and then this top layer is, I don't know how many years later, but there's like more buildings and more roads and railways and stuff. And then at the top, you put these like actual buildings on and bridges and stuff like that. So you can really see like the city. It's so cool. I don't want to put this away, so I'm just keeping this out. Yeah, my mom thinks I should like hang it on the wall, but I don't really know how that would work. Yes, I highly recommend this this puzzle here. And the bathroom is also slightly cleaned. I don't think I've actually done anything different in here since I last showed you, but in case I didn't, here we are. I have almost all of the tiles done in the shower. I have them all around the window and everything. And they're supposed to go all the way up to the ceiling. So I have one more layer to do. And then I have to fill in the cracks. And then I still have to grout. And then out here, this is going to go all the way to the ground. And then I still have to do this side too. I think I already showed you this, but yeah, we have a new light switch here, which is very nice. And then this, which is awesome, which is the fan. So you can actually set a timer on it. And the fan is up here, but it's not actually going outside yet, since we want to do that when it gets a little bit nicer out. But yeah, because my biggest pet peeve is when someone uses the bathroom or takes a shower and then they leave the fan on for like ever. And then, like, someone has to go and turn it off. So now we don't have to worry about that. Okay, I did clean up this room more. You've seen this room before. But I decided to decorate the top of this dresser with some bags. and my some of my fancier skincare and perfumes. And then, yep. I love having the washer and dryer stacked. Eventually we are gonna have the vent go outside instead of just out the window here, but for now this is honestly perfectly fine. And then I have my desk. There's some crap under the desk that I was trying to hide because we had someone over yesterday, but yeah, and then the mirror. And I have to clean up this corner. Oh, so this, oh my God. I have to take this insurance class in 2 weeks. I signed up for it finally to get my insurance license. And so it's a week-long course that I do while I'm at work. And it's in the mornings from like 8 to 12. And this is how big the textbook is. So I have to learn all of this material in a week, just in half days. So this is going to be great. And then I think I'm going to take the exam like right after the class because I don't want to forget everything. Oh, and these are my new lights. This is the same light that's in the bathroom right now. These are the sconces that I replaced. I replaced the hideous ones that were in here before. And I don't have a light switch for these yet. So they actually run on my Hue bulbs. So I just activate them from my phone. Yeah, so there they are on. You can change the brightness and the color and everything. But I am getting a light switch to go right here. They're just all sold out on their website right now, but basically it's a light switch that you don't have to connect to anything. Like there's no wires in it. It's just battery operated. And it connects to the Hue bulbs. So it's basically just a much easier way to get light switches in a room that does not have light switches. Because these were just sconces that had the like knob to turn them on. And since the ones I have now don't have an on-off switch, I'm just going to get light switch to go here. Because that makes a lot more sense, I think. Bedroom is not too great right now, so I'm not going to show you. The bedroom's like the last thing I'm working on because it's not like people go in there. I'm only ever in there to sleep, so that's the least of my concerns right now. And yes, so I did finish skim coating this wall back here. So once I finish, well, I have to do that little corner. But once everything else is done, I can finally start painting it. The ceiling, I do have a lot of work to do. So I'm probably gonna start that. Okay, I'm not sure if you can see this, but the areas on the ceiling that are kind of grayish looking are the ones that I just went over with another skim coat. So they're drying right now, and I'm definitely gonna have to do more coats. It'll probably take quite a few. However, this method that I'm using now is so much easier than what I was doing before. So I bought this pole from Amazon. I think it was $13, and it connects to a paint roller, which I have in the garbage bag here. That makes it easier, so then I can just put the drywall compound that has a little bit of water in it onto the ceiling without having to get a chair and all of that. And then I also used this broomstick and attached it to this, which is a squeegee trowel. So once I roll on the compound, I take the trowel and just smooth it out. As you can see, because I put it on pretty smooth, but there's still a lot of bumps in the ceiling, a lot of texture, so that's why I'm gonna have to do this a few more times. But it's a lot easier to do it this way than to get a stool and do it with a metal trowel like I've been doing previously. So yeah, I'm gonna take a little break. I have some pizza left over. I had this in the fridge for a couple of days, so I thought I should use it now. The best way to reheat pizza, in my opinion, is to air fry it. So my vlogs are getting very boring because I basically like do the same thing all the time. There's nothing really exciting going on, but I feel like this is an issue that a lot of people are facing because, like, with quarantine and everything, we really can't even go anywhere or do anything. So I am hoping that this can be somewhat interesting for you guys. But yeah, every Sunday it's kind of the same thing. Dan is working on Sunday. He works from 11 to 6. So during that whole time, I just kind of have the house to myself, so I try and get stuff done. And then I also try and relax a little bit too. So I have my pizza in the air fryer, and I might play something on the Switch or just do something kind of more chill for a little bit, catch up on some videos. Tonight I'm gonna go grocery shopping. I also want to go to like Home Goods and stuff and just shop around a little bit. I'm trying to find a floor lamp for the living room because the one that's in there now is just like, I don't even have a floor lamp, it's just a normal lamp, but the shade is destroyed, so it's just like a light bulb that's on the floor. So that's not great looking. I might go on Pinterest or Instagram and try and find some inspiration for a new floor lamp. I kind of want to buy one on Amazon because they're pretty cheap, but it's hard to find one that's like actually nice looking and that doesn't look cheap. So I'm going to keep checking that. It's pretty chill today. Not really doing too much. I don't think I'm going to get to the tile in the bathroom. I just really don't feel like it right now. Okay, I have another question. Do you guys like this camera quality that I use for these videos? Because I use this camera, which is the DJI Osmo Pocket, for my vlogs, and then I use my Canon G7X. It's the original model, like the Mark 1, for my sit-down content. I like this camera a lot because it's in 4K and it's got the gimbal on it, so if I like shake this camera around, like you can see I'm moving my arm, it doesn't move. The camera part stays still. It's actually very cool. Like, yeah. So I bought this specifically for my trip to Japan last year, and it was, I think, $300. I love this camera, but I never see anyone else using it, so I just don't know, like, does it look good to you guys? Is it, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just curious what you think of this. I used to use this as my sit-down camera as well, but I don't know. I'm feeling iffy about it. I would like to get a Canon M5 or one of those other professional cameras for my sit-down stuff, but I just can't shell out that kind of money right now, and I just don't think it's worth it for me to do right now. Maybe if I hit, like, once I get monetized and I make enough to pay for that, I can do it, but that'll probably be in a very long time. So yeah, I just wanted to show you guys. Oh my god, look at this pizza. This air fryer is so good. I don't know how I lived without it. Basically, I just put it in there for, what, like 5 minutes, if that, and it was already like bubbling at the top, and everything's so crispy, and it looks better than when we ordered it. Alright, so it's 4:55 now, and I just wanted to close out the vlog here since there's not really anything else going on today. I actually just took out my colored pencils and my art stuff. I have not done any drawing or art for years, like since high school, I think, and I used to really love doing it, and I thought I would just give it a shot again because I really enjoyed it back in the day, and it was something that I did to relieve stress and just relax. Yeah, I don't know why I ever stopped doing it. I mean, life just gets busy, but there's always a time that can be made for things like that. So yeah, I don't know. I used to really like doing like portraits.
I wasn't that good at it or anything, but it was fun. And I love watching the time lapses on YouTube that people do of them like drawing someone's face, like super realistic ones. Not to say that I could ever do anything like that, but it's very therapeutic to watch, and then that always makes me want to do it too. So I'm going to attempt something. I actually found this picture that I drew in 2013, so I was 16. And I was like, oh, okay, this isn't that bad. I mean, it's not amazing, but I was pretty proud of it at the time. I did a drawing of Walter White from Breaking Bad, and I am obsessed with that show. I still am obsessed with that show. I am actually watching it now, like rewatching it, but yeah, I did that when I was 16, and I was like, no, maybe if I just keep trying, I'll get better. So, yes, that is what I'm gonna do. And then, later I'm going to the grocery store, and that's basically everything that I had planned for today. I'm not really doing much else, but I hope you guys enjoyed the vlog. I'm sorry it really wasn't too interesting, but I do like to keep you updated on what's going on, I guess, and hopefully at least one of you found this interesting, and I hope you all enjoyed your weekend and had a nice, well, I'm posting this on Wednesday, so I hope you're having a nice Wednesday if you're watching it. Then make sure to find some time for yourself, do something that you enjoy and that relaxes you. That's something that I've struggled with lately. I've just been so busy with doing like my house stuff, and then work has been crazy lately. I just don't have any time for myself, it seems like, but you just have to set aside 1 or 2 hours every few days or so just for yourself. It's very important that you do make that time and that you are able to do things that make you happy, because if you don't have that, then what's the point? Thank you so much for watching this vlog. I really hope you enjoy my vlogs that I've been doing, and I will see you in my next one.